This is a live look at the Swamp, Ben Hill Griffin Stadium in Gainesville. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. It's the Texas A&M Aggies and the Florida Gators. Reese Davis, David Pollard, Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines, and we check in with her right now.
Guys, I caught up with the Texas A&M head coach before the game. This is a concerning crowd. You know, every time we're here, it's one of the best atmospheres in all of college football. The coach said they will have to communicate at a high level. They have worked with crowd noise all week at practice. We'll see if it pays off here today. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. And the Gators ready to kick it away first. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Finds a little space. Forges ahead. Picks up about 3 to the 29. Guys, let's take a second here and think about Texas A&M. Not sure if you guys saw this, but they had a big-time 4-star running back give a verbal commitment last week. What's his transition going to be like, David?
First of all, everybody saw it. It's all over social media, right? The excitement of landing a guy of that caliber. And just, I mean, that creates excitement in the whole recruiting class in this next cycle.
Looking for room. It's Edwards. Crosses to 40. And an explosive play. Has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. And the Aggies, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. They're looking for an advantage to the right. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. That's exactly what happened.
They'll try the run. Able to pick his way forward for a decent gain before the defense gets him down.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
They'll go right back to him. Third down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35.
Man, I love when offenses are not afraid to run the football consecutive times in a row or multiple times in a row. I know everybody wants to air it out, but, man, getting that ground game established, making those linebackers and safeties come up and know that we're going to run the football, I like the way they started this football game.
This Texas A&M offense is wasting no time. They're going to run it to the right. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
That's a really good stop by the defense. Jesse, they need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the score.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
With the catch, it's Craven. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
And, man, that's not a surprise that they come to their go-to guy early. This is an offense that's so much fun to watch, and it's because they know who they are. They know how to get the ball to their playmakers. And on the first drive, Palmer, get your guy a touch, get him involved. You know receivers got some feelings, Jesse. I love that they're getting him lathered up and a touch early in this football game.
Yeah.
Maybe some room here. He'll be brought down inside the 10-yard line at the 9.
You've got to be loving what you're seeing from your offense here on the opening drive of this game. They're in a really nice rhythm. They've got real good balance going on right now, and they've got the defense on their heels.
Running the red zone, it's Morrow. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on second.
Now 2nd and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
This is the most important part of the field. What you did to get down here means nothing. Nice job by this defense, staying confident, staying aggressive, and forcing a 3rd down and goal.
They worked it down to the 4-yard line, but now it's 3rd and goal. Keep it on the ground. He is stopped well short of the first down, but they are still in field goal range, assuming they send the kicker out there.
All right, decision time early. I'm just going field goal here. Put some points on the board and pay off this nice opening.
And I get that, but I'm going to be aggressive. I'm going for the touchdown. Even if I get stopped, they got to go almost the whole length of the field. I'm starting the game aggressive.
Smashes it between the uprights. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
I'll tell you, this is not an easy place to play on the road, especially at nighttime. This crowd, they get loud. That's the way it's been so far, but they have a nice drive to open it up. They're able to execute. They put themselves in field goal range, knock it through the uprights. They did exactly what they needed to do, taking a 3-0 lead here early on the road. That's impressive.
They'll start on the ground with Jaden Ball. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Jones to throw. Makes the catch and he's free. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. They built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
Well, give the defense credit on that one because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there, and they create a negative play.
The Gators with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Quarterback making checks. Back to pass. Fires to the right. And his throw is incomplete.
That's a throw the QB would like to have back. He just has to do a better job giving his receiver a chance to make the catch.
They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. He's looking downfield to throw. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's 4th down. The Gators will call on their punt team. First one is away, and boy, did he put in work in that loss last week, kicking it 5 times. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stopped. First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. Looking for a gap. It's Morrow. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit out, sir.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Here's Reed to throw. And the defense got him at the 27.
And that's absolutely going to be one of the keys to this football game. Keep the rabbit in the cage, man. Don't let him get outside that pocket, start bouncing out wide. That's where he'll do a lot of his damage with all that speed. That is a big key for this defense. Great job here early in the football game.
The noise is deafening, trying to make sure only the Gators get out of the swamp on 3rd down. Deafening noise, Reed trying to cut through it. It's complete on the right side. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker.
Really nice individual effort that time by the wide receiver. He was trying to get the 1st down. There was no way he was going out of bounds there on 3rd. Fighting for every inch he could get. Didn't quite get there. Now you've got a big decision if you're the head coach. You're going to stay on the field and try to go for this thing.
And the offense stays on the field on 4th and 1. I'm not sure they're just trying to make the defense jump. I believe they think they can get it. Has to get there to move the sticks. Big on big, man on man, and the defense wins on 4th down. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. He's got his man. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. We've reached the break, and Texas A&M leads it. Let's take a look at the numbers through the 1st quarter. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the 2nd quarter. So 1st down here as they go back to work. Running right, it's Ball. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Off the play fake. Flushed out of the pocket. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Texas A&M has it back on the offense, ready to go to work. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on 3rd down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
to the big fella. They'll stop him at the 46 after a 5-yard pickup.
Well, it's a nice job by the tight end there. He's patient. He fights his way through all the traffic in the middle of the field, running that drag route, making it an easy completion for the quarterback.
Gonna run it. It's Owens. There's some room. Got enough for the first. Past the 10. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Gators offense, ready to go on the attack. They really need to find a way to generate some kind of offense down 10-0. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. He might want another play. Jones wants to throw it. Steps away. Fires on the move. Had the pick in his hands and couldn't hang on, and you just won't see that from him very often. It'll be 3rd down.
You just wonder if the quarterback's trying to get it all back after throwing a pick the last time out. This time, that was not a good read. The defender was all over that throw. He should have intercepted that, but thanks to the drop, the offense stays on the field. This quarterback has got to take a breath, and he's got to settle himself down.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
QBs and receivers on 3rd down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
Punt is on its way. No fair catches here, looking for room. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. The Aggies offense will have another go at it. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Throwing Reed. Here's the pressure. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose.
Great job by the defense, forcing the fumble, but a bad, unfortunate bounce, and the offense pounces back on it.
The drive continues after that fumble scare sent the offensive coordinator's blood pressure into orbit. Using his legs, it's Edwards. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. Find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Now here's Reed. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. That is coverage just the way you draw it up. Don't even let him get started, and they knock him down deep in his own end. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. This offense has been stagnant so far. 1-2-3 kicked the last time they had the ball, and this time really needing to get a score. They'll start on the ground with Jaden Ball. Breaks into the open. Just what the doctor ordered to get away from the shadow of that goalpost and pick up a first down at the 23.
Yeah, and a really nice job by the QB seeing linebackers are a little bit soft playing pass. Give the route, hand it off, let the running back do the rest.
From their own 23, it'll be 1st and 10. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Jones to throw. Lets it fly. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Here's a give the ball. Oh, it's a fumble. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Nice heads-up play by the defense to jump on that ball after it got popped out.
Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. The offense fortunate to still have the ball, but also facing a big 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Complete in the middle. And they'll pick up the 1st down and mark it at the 47. Whistle blows, we are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. And the Gators will have it 1st and 10. They send the tight end in motion. They'll run out of the gun with Jaden Ball.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard games just because of the body blow effect.
They'll line up for a 2nd down play. He'll run it again. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
The line to gain here is the 43-yard line, and it's 3rd down. Timeout taken here by the Aggies. That'll be their 1st. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this 3rd down play. The line to gain here is the 43-yard line, and it's 3rd down. Jones wants to throw it. Serious arm strength on that 3rd down pass, but it's incomplete. The Gators are going to call their 1st timeout. Gives them a little time to dig deep in the play sheet and figure out what to do on 4th down. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. Might be changing the route. On 4th down, going to the air. And the 4th down pass falls incomplete, and they'll have to give up the football.
Well, they're unable to come up with that one on 4th down, and I remember this as a player. You practice specific plays on 4th down for those types of situations, and you know all week against the scout team, they've gotten really clean looks, easy to execute against. They didn't get a clean look that time, so you chalk it up to the defense and take note of it next time. You might not run that play again if you're in a similar situation.
Unloads quickly. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the 1st down.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
The Aggies with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Someone moved a little bit early. Offense going to pick up a 5-yard penalty. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. That false start will just increase the degree of difficulty at 2nd and 7. Reed throws to the wideout. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
I love the decision by the quarterback. He found the open man, just don't love the throw. Got to be a little bit more accurate, make it easier on your target.
This crowd on hinge, trying to make sure the Gators don't back down on 3rd down. Deafening noise. Reed trying to cut through it. Makes the grab on the left. They get him down at the 36. It will be a 1st down. Texas A&M will use its 2nd timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this 1st half. Texas A&M back to work with another 1st down. Here's Reed to throw. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Trying to take it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. On the run, it's Pryor. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Jones to throw. He lets it fly. Goes high to pull it in. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Now from inside the red zone. Lets it fly. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. As the Gators head for the locker room by the watchful eye, that bull Gator head. Let's check in with Kevin Connors at the half.
Guys, welcome into the epicenter of the college football world, our Orlando EA Sports Studios, and a great Week 8. Let's start with a look at the Kennesaw State Owls, taking on the number 16 team, the Mississippi State Bulldogs. And it's the Owls, setting score records in multiple offensive categories in one of the highest scoring games I think I've ever seen. Two teams who were very familiar with the end zone today. It gets them to 4-1 on the season, and it's got to be looked at as a solid start. Now let's take a peek at some of the other contests around the country, games that promise to have an impact on the standings.
Slings it downfield. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And we were talking about it at half, guys. Like, how are they going to crack this puzzle, right? This defense so elite in the first half. Second half, they come out, they're trying to throw the football, man. I just don't know where the weaknesses are. They're going to have to keep working and keep trying to make that big play and stay aggressive. But so far, on every level of this defense, they've been dominant.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
You just got to wonder how frustrated this guy is, especially after the success he had their last game out, but just nothing going in this one. He has not been able to get himself into a rhythm. There have been way too much penetration up front defensively. They have been able to stop him in his tracks.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Looking to take a shot. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down.
This offense is done being patient. They're down on the scoreboard here. Now, early in their first possession in the third quarter, they're being aggressive. They're taking shots. They're trusting their playmakers outside to get it done. That time, the defense, really nice job forcing the incompletion. They were ready for it. This offense, though, they need to stay aggressive.
Touchdown, Texas A&M! Special teams proving to be special. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
And you got to love seeing that if you're the head coach of this team, right? You always want to see your team start fast early in games and then also start fast at the beginning of the third quarter. You had a big lead. You take the ball right away here in the second half. You drive it down the field, and you score. This offense has been dialed in right from the get-go. It's been very impressive to watch.
He brought that thing out of the end zone with the idea of making a play, but he didn't even get back to the 25. The Gators sending the offense back to work. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Jones wants to throw it. Pressure coming. Takes a shot as he lets it go. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. Taking it the other way. He's at the 30. He's at the... And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Aggie!
And that defensive touchdown all started with getting pressure on the quarterback. It was the hit on the QB that forced the errant throw. That was an easy interception and an easy pick six.
And the point after is good. Fielded in the end zone. It's Abrams. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. Here comes the Gators offense, ready to go on the attack. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out, not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
To the air on first down. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. The Gators will hustle to the line. Wants to adjust the pattern. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Still third down, but more ground to cover after the flag. Jones to throw. Makes the grab. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed after he made his break? He was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
Now on fourth down and 5, they'll try to move the chains. Tries to get it on the ground. Will not get there. A fourth down stop.
That's a gutsy call. And I know the analytics world says to go for it more often, but when you're in your own territory and now you turn the football over to the other team, points are so much easier to get. Obviously, I know, Jesse, it didn't take a color commentator to figure that out.
They get him off his feet after a pickup of 5 down to the 25.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Makes the grab in their space. Got some room, entered to the goal line. Touchdown, Aggies! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
And listen, if I have a playmaker at running back like that with that kind of speed, yeah, I'm going to throw the swing to him too. He drops back, surveys the field. He says, I know my guy can make a play, gets the ball in his hands right now on the swing. He does the rest, gets in for the touchdown.
Coming out with it, it's Abrams. There's no possible explanation for bringing that one out of the end zone, and they've got horrible field position at the 5. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the fourth down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are frustrating because you think you might get points, and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complimentary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6. Ball again. Across the 10, got it out to the 14. That's a gain of 5.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Gets it out to the 16-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
I love the idea, and I love just finding ways to get your best players out in the open field. This pre-snap motion and using it to their advantage on that last play, I think that was a nice call.
The Gators getting set on 1st and 10. Jones wants to throw it. He's taking the shot. And he throws another interception, his 3rd one of the night. Got some room to run. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Aggies. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead.
Texas A&M 38, Florida 0.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
And man, this whole crowd has grown frustrated with what they've seen from this offense. I mean, they just haven't put drives together. They haven't been explosive. And another incompletion, and the clock is ticking. It's running down. They've got to find a way to create some big plays, to create some momentum, and get these guys on their feet yelling.
That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
Wants to throw on first down. Showing the arm strength down the left side. Got it in stride inside the 20. And it looked as if he might take that one all the way to the house. Just ran out of a little steam, and the defense finally got him. In search of their first touchdown of the game, they are on the move with a 1st and 10. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Floats it out in space. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Jones to throw. Not able to hook up the air, incomplete.
That's a phenomenal job getting after the quarterback and getting a hit on him to affect his accuracy, because if they didn't get the pressure, that was going to be a touchdown. He had a guy wide open in the end zone. That was a golden opportunity, but the defense comes up big.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Dragged down right at the line of scrimmage, and it'll be 4th down.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They've finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big 4th down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
And this one splits the uprights. Well, they got 3 back, but that's about all you can say about it. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing, Palmer. They've done what they wanted in the first half and starting off the second half in the same fashion.
And I like how they're letting different guys get involved, too. They've got so many different playmakers all over the field.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Reed unloads to the wideout, working that left side. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The run inside. It's Owens. Crosses the 10. And he's run out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they keep him out of the end zone for the moment.
Oh, man, what a run. He wanted to get it in the house, but nice explosive play in the run game to get all the way down to the 1, Palmer.
Great effort by him. I'd expect this offense now to try.
Touchdown, Texas A&M. Quick strike through the air for the score.
What a fantastic route that time. If you're going to be able to throw the ball down in this area of the field where the windows close so quickly, you have got to be precise with the route running, and that's what happened right there. That's an easy connection between the QB and his target for the score.
And he splits the uprights on the extra point. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start on the ground with Jaden Ball. There he goes. At the 30, the 20, the 10, all the way. Touchdown, Florida. This defense not only searching for answers, they're still searching for that running back.
And searching for angles. My goodness, this dude, he runs so fast, he erases angles. People trying to catch him, they didn't realize how much burners he had. He kicked it in gear, and there was no getting it.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. Midway point in the season, in games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. The deficit is huge, this one is all, but they'll keep trying and line up for the onside kick. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Texas A&M's offense takes the field, ready to get this drive going. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Firing to the right, complete. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down.
Well, it's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out in the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. Picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
3rd and 6 yards to go. Throwing Reed. Punch it out of the air. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
And that's why, as a former quarterback, man, I love these drag routes because if you get the right coverage and it's man-to-man and someone gets picked or can't keep up with your receiver, you just put it out nicely in front of them, they're going to make the catch, and they're going to take it a long way. Really great execution. Nice job by the receiver creating separation and beautiful throw out in front of the target.
On the move, it's Owens. Touchdown, Texas A&M. He ran through tackles like water through a sieve. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And it was capped with an explosive 22-yard run. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Man, that last drive, if you want to call it that, was efficient. One big run for a score, David. See if they can do it again.
Yeah, and I find it hard-pressed. They're not going to give it right back to him. You break that long of a run.
Lets it fly. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
You know, it's one thing to take shots early in a game when the defense may not be expecting it, but at this point, 4th quarter, you're trailing by a lot. They know you're going to do it. The defense was expecting that one. Great job in the back end.
Handoff for Ball. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
This is where you make the money on the drives. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. Jones wants to throw it. Under fire. Looking for a huge play. And it's his 4th interception of the night. Going the other way, and he's got room. He's inside the 40. The 20. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Obviously didn't like what he saw on 1st down, and they used a timeout. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. And the sudden change situation even more difficult for this defense facing a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Aggies. With that score, it looks as if this bunch is about to go 6-1.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Gators offense, ready to go on the attack. He threw a pick the last time they had it. Now they have to take care of the football. They'll start on the ground with Jaden Ball. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll run play action. Under fire. Trying to escape and get it himself. No one in the vicinity as he makes the grab. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line. Big plays like that makes play calling so much easier. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 34. Hand off, Jaden running left. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Jones to throw. Looking to the big tight end. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
Well, talking to the coaching staff coming into tonight, they thought they had to have success throwing the football if they were going to win this game. And one of the biggest reasons why I'd say they're losing right now is because this guy still hasn't thrown a touchdown pass. The defense has been ready for the deep shots. They're ready yet again here late in the game. Nice job forcing that incompletion.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the tight end. And they almost had another one. Rare is the occasion when you're happy to see 4th down, but it's better than throwing another pick.
And unfortunately, man, another incompletion. This offense is just running out of time. Like, they've just not put it together, trailing. I know they're in passing situations, but this defense, they don't have to be aggressive. They can sit back.
Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. He wants to change this route. On 4th down, looking to pass. Fires toward the end zone. And it's incomplete. The long pass downfield, they couldn't hook up.
I think that play right there has been a big theme in this game. When it matters the most, on big-time down and distances, this defense has been able to step up and make the play when they need it most. That 4th down, great job in the back end in coverage, forcing the incompletion with a big lead now, creating a turnover on downs.
They'll run the RPO and throw it right. They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
Nice job decision-making by the quarterback there in the RPO, not handing it off, knowing he had to throw it, but then also understanding his open guy was going to be in the right flat.
And the Aggies have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
Well, short yardage situation, they decide to go with the toss play. And nice job up front, getting a little bit of push. That's all they needed to get that 1st.
From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on 1st down. Reed. He unleashes a long one. He holds it in, and nobody's close. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Mays. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David. Oh, a lot of space. The 40, past the 30, running inside the 20. I'm sorry, you're unlikely to win today, but here's a fabulous part of it, a late touchdown.
I think it's a good sign for coaches to see that their team is still fighting. And they're getting blown out in this game. Nothing has gone their offense's way. They've been outmatched. But here in the 4th quarter, you like to see guys competing. You like to see guys still trying to fight. Because as a coach, you want to know, next time you take the field, which guys you can depend on and what you can build off of.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Sends it back in motion. Here's Reed to throw. Makes the grab. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the in route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
Offense getting set for first down. Running inside. It's Edwards. Picks up the first down. At the 45 on his way. Speeding down the left side. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get conserved, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. So frustrating for an offense to just give away yards with false start penalties. Jones wants to throw it. Fires to the wideout. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
Escapes the pressure going right. Trying to make magic with his feet. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job, buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
And it's going to be hard for this offense, man. They've struggled to pass the football down the field, to make these explosive plays, and now huge deficit. Got to make them. Got to find a way to push the ball down the field to create some explosive plays if you want a chance to get back in this football game.
All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on fourth down, and I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. They're throwing for it on fourth down. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
Hey, I got to be honest. I don't know if the defense was expecting that type of throw on fourth down. It looked like they were all huddled close to the line of scrimmage, looking for something in the quick game, but instead the quarterback takes a shot vertically down the field and catches the defense off guard.
Throws to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
And that's kind of crazy. I didn't think that would happen coming into this football game. I didn't think we'd get in the fourth quarter and just call his name. This offense, man, he is a big play, dynamic weapon. They got to continue to get it.
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
That's a play the defense needed, right? It's been a battle all game long. Here we are. It's late. Everybody's tired. They've given up a few yards on this drive, but they come away with a huge sack at a big moment.
And the Gators trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Off the RPO, complete. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense and keep fighting. I think that's what you want to see. You want to see your squad not quit. Keep fighting until the very end of the football game.
7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Unloads to the wideout. And that is his 5th interception, a nightmare he is not waking up from. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin.
With the win today, they're now bowl eligible, and that's